Mr. President, as it was underlined by the UN Secretary General in today's briefing, Palestinian anti-occupation on the 7th of October was not conducted in a vacuum. For decades, Palestinians have suffered a painful history of occupation, aggression, discrimination, and imposition of apartheid policies by the Israeli regime. Despite the overwhelming support from the vast majority of UN member states, as evidenced by numerous General Assembly resolutions affirming the Palestinian nation's right to self-determination, the Security Council has faced significant obstacles in taking decisive actions. The primary impediment to such action has been unwavering support of the United States, which has exercised its veto power on more than 40 resolutions within the Council. The Council inaction and the Israeli occupying regime resulting in the perpetration of even more egregious crimes. The inalienable right of the Palestinians, including the right to self-determination and right of return, persistently face denial and grave violation by the Israeli occupying regime. The international community, along with the Security Council, carries both moral and legal obligation to require immediate action. Their commitment should be intensified to provide comprehensive protection for Palestinians, which includes stopping Israeli military aggression, establishing an immediate ceasefire, ensuring unimpeded humanitarian access, reopening the Rafah border crossing, and facilitating the swift delivery of essential supplies to Gaza. Today, the U.S. Secretary of State once again attempts to wrongly place the blame on Iran. Iran categorically rejects these groundless allegations. The United States' unwavering support for the occupation and aggression has rendered it an active part of the problem. The U.S. has further exacerbated the conflict by overtly aligning itself with the aggressor at the expense of the innocent Palestinian population. The rapid provision of military and logistical support to the oppressive occupying regime thus made the U.S. complicit in the brutal massacre of innocent Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip. It is regrettable that today, at this chamber, the United States, Canada, and certain Western states attempt to shift the blame from the wrongdoer to the victim. They equate the self-defense and right of self-determination of Palestinian people with terrorism, attempting to grant the occupying regime Israel an unjust right to self-defense. The international law is clear on this matter. There is no provision for an occupying regime to invoke the right to self-defense under Article 51 of the Charter. But international law and the UN Charter indeed recognize the legitimate right to self-determination as well as the right to self-defense for Palestinian people, including resistance groups like Hamas, in their struggle against Israeli occupation and military aggression.